Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Aaron Rodgers sacked.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Niners 7, Packers 0.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off on the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Packers 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The ball carrier.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel on a touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard
shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried a stress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds, so this will go only as incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big...
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
Just bunker in there. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because this is exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 32-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. But now it's third down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Rodgers again now. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Adams. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
For San Francisco.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 24. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 9. At the 25-yard line.
On second and 9, Rodgers, throw left side complete. It's Adams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Adams. That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and...
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Like, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. He took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st down.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That was all Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
3rd
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Bobby Gold on for the field goal.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Garoppolo finding Kendrick Bourne there. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers caught on the right side by Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
1-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 21 yards away. And the Packers are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss because that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then by the way, also a 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So right back to square one, tying at 28 as as he kicks it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see these big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
First down.
First and 10, it's Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Once again, it's Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
And that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
A 25-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we're usually talking about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
I think teams around the league are still adjusting.
Oh, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for him.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
In overtime.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down now. It's Carson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On third down, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at the 31-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now on first down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 37 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They'll get this off to Jamal Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. From the gun, Rodgers, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Two touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Seahawks nothing. Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Two times. 3 down. 58 to Mike. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. There's Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Seahawks nothing.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Greg Olsen, 42 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Good job, man. Way to hold on. At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 41 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 on the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
14.
Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
58 Mike. Blue game. 58. Let's get this ball back.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. The final shot before half for Rodgers. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Jones hit and the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Packer first down.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
At the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
This is it.
Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. It's a pickup.
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Seahawks 14.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
48-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.